Hello everyone, my name is Ayush Singh and today I will be sharing my work on Flipkart project. So let's have a very quick overview. First we will discussing problem statement, then we will move to understanding the dataset, then we will have a univariate and bivariate data analysis, data preprocessing, model training, testing and hyperparamater tuning. We will look for the solutions to our goal 1, 2, 3 which we will have defined previously. Overall solutions to Flipkart team for improving their customers' experience and satisfaction and our future works. Okay, so without wasting your time, let's just move to the problem statement section. So this is our problem statement and this is very important section because this basically guides our entire project to a certain direction, and if you are not clear here then our entire work will be wasted. So let's try to understand the first paragraph first. In the highly competitive e-commerce space, delivering excellent customer service is crucial for sustaining growth and customer loyalty. Flipkart, as one of the largest e-commerce platforms, focuses on enhancing customer satisfaction to differentiate itself from competitors. The dataset in this project captures customer interaction, feedback, and satisfaction score across various support channels at Flipkart. By analyzing these interactions, the goal is to identify key drivers of customer satisfaction, understand performance across different customer service teams, and develop strategies to improve the overall service experience. So basically, we can say that we are focusing on improving the customer experience. So we can divide the entire problem into three subparts. First, we need to identify the key drivers of customer satisfaction, understanding the performance across different customer service teams, and developing strategies to improve the overall service experience. So let's just move to the understanding of our data set. So we have our libraries here, NumPy for mathematical calculation, Pandas for this data frame manipulation, and Matplotlib for visualization. Now we have read our CSV file. This is our data set, data frame. Only 5 rows we have displayed since we have used head here. So, and now we can look at the shape of our data frame. We have around 86k rows and 20 columns. These are the name of the columns we have. And if you look here, we see that there is a unique ID, order ID. So these won't affect our customer satisfaction score. Basically, these are unique values for each rows. And same again, length of data frame, or df.columns 20. And these are the features we have. So let's try to just go over it. Unique ID, unique identifier for each record. We have channel name, the name of the customer service channel. Example, we have email, inbound, out call, and we have category and subcategory. Basically, this is like, we can say, it categorizes what kind of review or problem we are facing. Let's say it related to electronics or grocery, or related to some delivery problem, or related to the like inexperience of the agent. There are many categories. We have customer remarks, we have the reviews put in a text format like good, bad, uh, the product we received or broken, like in text format like this. We have order ID, we have order date time, we have issue reported at and issue responded. This basically contain date and time. We have survey response date, we have customer city, product category, we have the price of the item, we have connected handling time, we have agent name, supervisor name, manager name, we have tenure bucket. Basically this is the experience of the agent. It shows the experience part. Agent shift, the shift timing, like it's a morning, evening, or in the noon. Finally, we have the CSAT score. It's our important Y label, customer satisfaction score. So it varies from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 values, or we can say 5 labels. We can also think of, we are doing a multi-class classification here. So let's move to univariate data analysis. So here we will be looking for each feature separately. Let's just look for df.info. So this is very important. It just gives our null count and data type. So we can here quickly look over that. We have missing customer remarks, order ID, order date time, and we have a lot of missing on custom connected handling time. And if we look for data type, we look that the float element are very low. This means that we have very less numerical features, and basically objects are for categorical features. And if you do df.describe, it basically describes all the numerical features we have: item price, connected handling time, and CSAT score. But we can see there are a lot of missing values in connected handling time, and the same goes for item price. And if we try to look for the max, and these are quartile values, 75%, 58% is a median, 25%. So we can see the CSAT score is like a right skewed. and same, while the item price we can see it is left skewed, like more values are the lower, more values, more items have lower values, and here more items have higher value. You can visualize this part. Okay, so CSAT score contains mostly 5 imbalanced data set. Okay, we need to understand is actually imbalanced or is actually presenting some real situation, like really we are getting very high satisfaction score, like that is 5. We'll look for it later. And currently handling time, sorry, connecting handling time has too many missing values, and item price also have missing values and looks left skewed. We just got printed few of the values of our CSAT score. Okay, so just let's look for the percentage missing values for each of the columns we have, yeah, in the descending order, so that we can get a good understanding. So first is the connected handling times. Oh my god, so they're basically 99.7%, and we have customer satisfaction around 80%. Per category is also close to 80%, item price close to 80%, order time close to 80%. We have customer remarks or ID. So it will be difficult to impute those values. Even if we impute, it won't be a considered an important feature because most of the values are missing. So I don't think we should go for imputing here. So basically, I have basically dropped most of these features which are missing value. And also, you can understand that connecting handling time, it's only contain time which data was like which order was delivered to the user. So it won't be contributing much to the CSAT score, satisfaction part. Customer city, it won't contributing product category, item price, or date time, customer remark. Customer remark is very important. It shows like uh, it basically influences, you can say, of CSAT score. Order ID, it won't contain much, it won't do much influence. So we must drop the handling time or a date time and order ID since they have much missing values and don't want to contribute to CSAT score. For customer city, product category, enterprise, we'll try to understand their contribution to CSAT score separately, but due to large number of missing values, it's not suitable to impute the missing values. We'll handle the fetches and work on this separately later. Okay, and this part is important. Customer review is important feature. We'll take care of, especially take care of it. Okay, so we have dropped our features which have a lot of missing values. So now we have 13 columns. So in 13 columns we have 12 features for model training, and last one is CSAT score, our label. Okay, so we got div dot columns. We look for duplicated now, the duplicated rows. We have 9 duplicated rows, and we looked for it, and we just dropped it because we already have 86k rows, and dropping 9 rows won't affect much. Now we went for looking our number of unique values in each feature. So you can look for that here. After that, for each numerical categorical feature, I just printed out all the unique values. So this part is a bit important. Let's just maximize the screen for here. So we have one numerical feature, CSAT score, 12 categorical feature, and for each categorical feature, we try to understand what are the values present. For channel A, we have out call, inbound, email. The categories like product queries, order related returns. For subcategories, for customer remarks. So we have basically done all the unique values we have for each of the features. So we try to create a new feature here. Basically, what we can see here, uh, we have issue reported at and issue responded. So these contain date and time. Same for date and time. So it doesn't matter when you reported the issue or when the issue was responded. What actually matters is the difference between them. Like how much time did Flipkart actually take to respond to a query? It doesn't matter when I first issued the query. The actual difference is what plays an important significance here. So basically, I have created a new feature for that. The respond time. So basically, for that, I just simply taken the difference, and we have converted into hour. So new feature resolve time is created by difference of issue report responded and issue reported at. We try to look at the max and min values. So after looking for min value, we found that it is coming negative. It is not possible because this is time. Time can't be negative. So I try to find that what is actually the problem here. So after that, I looked over. I found that for few rows, we actually don't have the time. The issue responded time actually was not found for few of the rows, for around 3k rows. This was a problem because, and this part we couldn't find using null. Like when we were looking for missing values, this couldn't be found because we have values here, but we don't have time. We only have date. So we were lucky that we went for this method. We could found some inconsistency in the data set. And for like handling these negative values, we have around 3k negative values. So basically, I uh, imputed these negative values with the mean. So if the response time is negative, we replace it by the mean part. So we have our mean is now 0. And now if you look for our depth of columns, from 13 we went 14 because we added one new column. And now we are dropping these two, issue responded and issue reported at. Now we have now 12 columns, of which 11 are features like for training the model, and last one is CSAT score. Okay, repeated df columns again. Now let's move for the visualization part. Visualize CSAT score. We can see we have lot of around 60k rows for CSAT score to 5, and for around 2 3 are very less, and we have few around 10,000k for CSAT score to 1. Now we are trying to visualize each feature separately. Great. We have response time, which we created. It's our own self-created feature. We can call it comes out of feature engineering. So we can see here uh, for whether response time is very low, we have a lot of counts, and response time is increasing. We have less count. This is a good sign. We wanted to get an actual number of these kind of this part. So we can I did written the code here. So basically this shows the number of rows with response time greater than 48 hours. Basically it took more than 2 days to respond to our first query. So around 1000 people. This doesn't look good, because if you are responding to a query after 2 days, this is not a good indicator. So we need to work on that. Now we have survey response date. We can see basically simply dates 1, 2, 3, 4 when the data was collected, and is okay. It's almost consistent from 2k to 3.5k. So basically we are going to drop this, and we also know that this won't be affecting our CSAT score, but they are simply dates and on data was collected. Okay, so just let's just drop it for now. We have dropped it, and now we have 11 columns. Okay, we have 10 info features and one CSAT score. Great. Now we have channel name. Okay, so most of our uh, reviews, reviews or complaints we can say came from the inbound. We have categories, so we can see the returns and order related categories were very high. Same we can say for subcategories. Two subcategories like reverse pickup inquiry and delayed return request and order status inquiry. So these are quite high as compared to the others. We look for supervisors. So the number of requests or reviews they dealt with uh, were quite varying. Some have around 500, and one of them went for 4k. Same goes for managers. They were also quite varied. We can see here. This was a tenure bucket. The experience of the agents. We have the agent shift. We have the agent name. I was just trying to plot here. We have a lot of agents name. I was just trying to get like a picture of all things be. Usually the blue line here is the mean, and the number of orders or the count each agent has taken is displayed in this plot. I haven't looked much into the visualization, but I just wanted to see how the plot would be. Now just move towards the by-wire data analysis. We'll um, do things a bit faster now. So we defined our custom palette to make things attractive. We got response time versus CSAT score, and we have average response time. Basically we can say the response time is very high, the satisfaction score is very low, and this is what we can think intuitively ourselves also. Other than that, I brought in the box plot with no outliers, and we can also see the same. Let's look for the medium one. Median, this is black line, this is the median part. For CSAT score 1, 2, 3, 4, it is decreasing as the CSAT score increasing. Great. Now we have channel name versus CSAT score. Okay, the same idea for category score, category versus CSAT score, subcategory, supervisors, manager, tenure bucket. Okay, so we can look into detail in each part, but we have time constraint here, so I will quickly moving toward the data preprocessing part. So now let's move for data preprocessing. I look for our first 5 rows of our data frame. I just wanted to see how will we handling our reviews, because reviews are very important. We can see we have a lot of missing values in review nan, and also we have some important reviews like, okay, this is not very bad something. We have some very specific reviews which you wanted to look later. Okay, this will give product guidance to the customer. Please highlight. Okay. Basically, we use sentiment analysis here to classify our reviews into 3 parts: positive, negative, and neutral. Along with that, the nan we have missing values. I defined it as a missing. So basically, we have 4 labels for our customer reviews. the missing, we define just simply put it as a missing, and we have positive, negative, and neutral. We use Vital Lexicon, which works very well on customer reviews part. We use an LTK library. Okay, and basically after that we found that missing of 57k, positive, negative, and neutral. Great, we did this. So now I just wanted to look how our sentiment and customer remarks are for the first 100 rows. Open it, look for the screen. Okay, I haven't set the max option for rows and column, so I won't be getting the entire rows and column here, though it is saying dot dot dot, it is not displaying. So this is default. If you want to change that, there's a simple line of code, we can put it here. Okay, so let's just drop customer remarks. So okay, we have dropped customer remarks here. So we have also saved it, so we don't need to do the entire pre-processing every time. So now let's just read it. So here we can see our all the features we have: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Oh, from the customer reviews we got sentiment, missing, positive, negative, and neutral. Okay, we have columns. This is the part I was saying, set option max rows. So here we can get all the rows. No, there is no like dot 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 here. It's we are forcing our this, you can say we are forcing by code to display the full output. So this is the part, positive, missing, negative. I'll just escape this now. Now we went for preparing our x and y variable. We imported paint aspect, standard scaling, ordinal encoder, column transformer. We dropped C dash code for getting our x. We got the features name. We got a y. And we have got this is our for x metal feature, categorical feature. We did standard scaling. We did ordinal encoding. We didn't use one hot because we have a lot of unique values in the categorical feature. If we do so, our number of dimensions will increase, and we will have very sparse representation. So I went for ordinal encoding here. Okay, so we defined a pipeline here. We transformed our x. We're looking for initial 10 values here. We got the shape. Okay, we're aware of that. We did the splitting part. We keep the random state test size at 20%, and we did use stratify is equal to y to ensure that in the train test split, like the training and test will get around equal number of classes, like the same distribution of the entire sample we have. We will distribute the train and split in a similar way. The classes will be distributed in a similar way. Okay, so we got the shape of train and split. Great, we can see here. Now comes the model training, testing, and parameter tuning part. Let me quickly go through that. We have imported the libraries. Okay, we call the libraries here. First, we formed a logistic regression. We have kept a class weight is equal to balanced. So the result we got were not actually good. You can say poor, around 30% accuracy. But the first time we did. Later, I removed the weight part here. I did it again. The accuracy improved and it went close to 70%. I tried other models like random forest. It went to 67%. We use XGBoost. Okay, the things went better from now. We got 71.3%, and the precision recall we have for our SAS equal to 5 were pretty good F1 score. And our final best model we got was cat boost. So this was 70.4%. And also we can see the precision recall we got here. If we try to compare it, recall was bit better. Also the precision for 1 was bit better. Precision for 4 was better. Okay, we have some zeros also because you can say the data was bit imbalanced, so we couldn't get, we can say, the values in that labels. Now we have the accuracy of our train model. So we will now try to look for a feature importance. So basically we give an order of important features. We have sentiment, which we derive from customer reviews. We have agent name, supervisor name. We have subcategories. We have response time. So you can see that the 2 features we have derived became our top 5 features, like for in training our models. And we have agent and supervisor name and subcategory. Subcategory, we already saw that the few of the subcategories, like 4 subcategories, were quite popular, or we can say quite dominant. 5 features are very important. We have already anticipated sentiment, customer subcategory, response time, and the list. But agent name and supervisor were a bit unexpected. We can also say that agent name works do the ground more of the groundwork, act as a bridge between, we can say, the customer and the Flipkart. So this could be a possible reason for its coming as an important feature. Now from there we went for our hyperparameter tuning. We defined a parameter grid. We use grid search CV for that, and our accuracy improved a bit, and we got our best parameters here. The final accuracy we had was around 70.55%. This was our classification report. Great. So now let's move toward the solution to the problems we defined. The solution to goal one. Our goal one was identifying the key drivers of customer satisfaction. Simply put, important features. Important feature is found was sentiment, response time, subcategory, agent name, and supervisor. So try to understand this. Sentiment, we got this out of performing sentiment analysis on customer reviews, positive, negative, or neutral, and one label for missing. This was expected since customer reviews are true reflection of the experience. Response time, this feature was created by difference between issue responded and issue reported at. This was also expected since longer response time leads to slower customer satisfaction as seen in visualization part. Subcategory, we have seen few subcategories encounter most of the issues, and we focus on these sections even though it might take like it will be difficult to make improvement here, but it will definitely be worth it. It's kind of feedback here. Agent name, agents are bridge between Flipkart and customers, so they have the power to create a difference at the ground level, definitely. Supervisors, as I said, that group leaders make a great team, and supervisors guide their team well, like agents well. They will definitely improve the customer's experience. So the next problem was we were trying to understand our performance across various teams. So I was not sure what we call a team here, a supervisor or manager. So I looked for both. We plotted supervisor as a CSAT score. See, this was a CSAT count plot, so we couldn't get a clear picture. I went for percentage. So I defined a percentage like how much percentage was CSAT score 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This was the graph. So this is also a bit messy. I tried to combine 1, 2, 3 as low score and 4, 5 as a good single good score, high score. So this was the final picture I got. So from here we can see that all the supervisors have kind of similar performance. We can definitely get max and min, but we can't like get some clear distinction between the supervisors. Okay, so let's now look for manager level performance. So we did the same. We got a count plot. We defined a percentage, and now we clubbed the 1, 2, 3 as low, 4, 5 as high. We got this finals graph. So this is also same for all the managers showed like kind of similar performance. The reason this could be because uh, we have our data set only for a single month, August 23. So for a single month, August 23, there was not a significant difference between performance of supervisors and managers, but we can always get the best and the worst definitely if required. This may be due to lack of enough data. If we look for a year or two, we might expect some significant difference. So maybe if you look for larger data set, we can see some significant differences between them. We should also try to understand that for few of the supervisors, there were large number of reviews, large number of like we can say they were handling large number of cases. So we should try to think of figure out a ways to like manage this. So also the count plot should be almost equal. So the workload for a single manager shouldn't be that much as compared to like let's say here John does a much lot work as compared to Olivia. Okay, so let's now move to our goal 3 part. This part is very important. So here we basically first loaded our data set, original data set. So let me just uncomment it. This part was very interesting. I just wanted to show this. Okay, I will need to run this part again. Okay, let me run this. It might take some time. I just want to show this. Okay. To mount the drive. No thanks. Did I'm lucky here? I could see the reviews. Okay, I just wanted to see you this part. Uncomment this. Okay, day of remarks. have customer remarks. So this part basically shows the value of the customer remarks we have. Just see last time it will run. Okay, great. It is running. I just want to say display it on a full screen. So this is our actual customer reviews. So here we can see we have a lot of missing values. So we can see this is a valuable review. Dude, this is very important. I selected for English language preference, but it goes to Hindi channel. The customer service executive does not understand English properly. So this kind of reviews, so this please provide support in regional language like Bengali. So small product took so much time to arrive. My order was 2 August, but suddenly changed to 5 August. And so like these problems should be resolved. Yeah, like this. If you work on these issues, so things would be better for Flipkart and the customer experience will be better. I wanted to show this because this was very important. So I just okay. So basically for now I am working separately on the customer reviews. So I got customer reviews and I basically divided into two separate text file. Okay, so I did so because when I was working on later tokenization part, so tokenization went over certain limits, so it was difficult to handle it in single file. I kept two separate files. So here we are loading. Okay, English language. We have opened a file. We have processed with NLP. We have tokenized this. Okay, after that we wanted to get top 20 most informative reviews using we have used TF-IDF here, and starting we you defined stop words here, and other than that we use NLTK and we have TF-IDF define stop words. So this was the important part regarding the code. And if you run, let me just go for the full screen. These parts are important. Yeah, working on the reviews was very important because reviews shows the actual part where we can work on the actual problems that people are facing. So these were the some important reviews I got. So I just a very basic NLTK I used, and TF-IDF we can go for higher or better methods to get the reviews. So this was the first. Oh, so we can see we have saved two files. So this was the result of the first file, and I did the same for the second file. We can say okay, so we can definitely look for that. Some of the valuable reviews I found manually. I did initially that I did using NLTK stop words and TF-IDF. So like this, I have shown this part. I started English language, but it goes to Hindi channel. Please provide customer like Bengali and this problem. We can definitely work on this. These are some real problems the users are facing. Okay, so overall suggestion to Flipkart team from my side to improve the customer experience. First, we'll be reducing the gap between the customer and their products. So we can say there is still a lot of gap. I want to give more accurate information of the product, like approx GPS to the customer. So let's say I ordered yesterday. I want to know where my product. I can say okay, it is now in Delhi near Gurgaon. But I don't want accurate at which house. I want some approx location. On the day of delivery, we can update the customer with agent info like approx location, where is the agent, how many items are still left for delivery. And instead of sending a WhatsApp message saying that your item will be delivered by Mr. X and contact number, we can make it more personalized. Yeah, hey, I am going to deliver the order today. Would you could you give me your preference for what place or time would you like to receive the item? Okay, so let's say you want to change it at the last moment, so it will be good. We can also ask how you're doing, like just some personalized ones, yeah, not the generic ones. And this is not difficult. We can just build a chatbots and build an agent, like basic system. This can be done. And for seeing this info, we can use agentic AI chatbots and RAG systems. Next, we'll be rewarding the customers. We should reward the customer with value feedback and reviews. Price of it doesn't matter, definitely. Even a gift card or personalized email or certificate showing their valuable contribution to Flipkart would suffice. We should reward our loyal customers, send them gifts, and show them how to care about them. Third will be reducing the gap between customer and Flipkart. So the three things: gap between customer and their products, rewarding the customer, and reducing the gap between customer and Flipkart. So that we can show how Flipkart treats their order carefully and show that it reaches safely to the customers. We can invite some lucky customer to Flipkart for the tour. We should try to make sure that we are like a family, like Flipkart and customers are like a family. And in long term, so we can cultivate a sense of motherhood like in us Indians, so that we can prefer the Indian products by choice and pride. We can see the Japanese people or Chinese, we can say that they prefer mostly our Indian products. So we should also try to cultivate this mindset on us Indians. So rather than going to some other platforms, foreign platforms, we should prefer that our own platforms. So the future works I will be working on, or one can work if we go through this. First, we'll be implementing more advanced method like text block, transformer, fine-tune BERT to perform sentiment analysis, thus enriching data quality. Basically, I tried using distilled bird, but I did find some issues regarding GPU, and like I was working on collab for that time. I just simply went for NLTK, performing more advanced state of art for picking valuable customer reviews in the list of customer reviews. Definitely, we can look for recording of customer conversation with agents with low CSAT code to get a better understanding of the problems. And we can look for more data because this data was limited to a single month, August 23rd. So we can definitely go for more data to get a good better picture. So that's all for today. Thank you for being here. Okay then, bye bye.